Hey guys, good morning. It's Wednesday morning, time for our devotionals. We are learning a few things from the pre-king, King David. David in his pre-kingship life had already been anointed of God. He knew it was just a matter of time. But I'm just so intrigued with this guy who has such incredible wisdom, such incredible depth of character. And we can see this being played out over and over and over in his life. It's almost like at this point in the stories that we have of him, it's like a stuck record of continuation of doing the right thing after the right thing after the right thing. Even when tempted to maybe just divert a little bit, like yesterday's story, David bounces back to keep on track continually. Once again, in chapter 26, we have David of 1 Samuel. We have David again being given an opportunity to kill Saul. David had been in the cave. Saul, again, same old pattern, was searching for him. Saul's having a nap with his soldiers down in the valley in the middle of midday. David says to one of his generals, "Come, let's go down into the camp." They go down into the camp and they find Saul fast asleep in his tent. Everybody else is completely having a nap in the midday heat. David sees his sword and his bowl next to his head, and Abner, his general, says to him, "David, now's your time. You didn't get last time, but now's your time. Take that sword or that spear and run him through, man, and you can become the king of Israel." Once again, David says, "No, I will not touch God's anointed. I will wait for God's time. I will be patient, and I just know that God's time is always the best." Now, I know we spoke about this 2 days ago, but this is obviously bears worth repeating it again. People, patience is the key to a lot of success. Patience is the key to God's blessing when we dash off too fast and too soon, of which I am a absolute client at doing. I just see a good idea and I think I'm in. We need to test that with the test of time. Time is always one of the greatest tests there are. And you will have these times in life where we know success is so often determined about timing. We said that 2 days ago. I say to you again, whatever is standing before you, maybe you need to test it with time. We have a little unwritten kind of a policy here, where if we come up with a good idea and we think, man, this is a great thing, put the handbrake on just for a moment and say, if this thing is still a good idea in 6 months' time, then let's talk about it again. And so we're continually coming up with what we think are good ideas. The temptation is to move fast. The temptation is to get in there and do something. Man, if we just waited a little while longer, we could keep ourselves out of a lot of trouble. Through my mind, I've got incidents that have just been happening recently in the church and in Genesis of good ideas. And they are good ideas, I think. If they're still good ideas in 6 months' time, let's have a look at them again. If they still are, that's probably an indication that that is the timing that God would want. During that period of time, there's a lot of processing going on. There's a lot of self-evaluation happening as we contemplate the greater intricacies of life. Is about what our motives are. Why do we want to do this? Do this just because it might make us look better, or do it because we genuinely believe that this is what God wants us to do? So this is a huge test in life, in relationships. Put the handbrake on just for a moment. Check it out, evaluate new information, lock on again when the time is right. Only you can work that out, but you've got to give it time. I don't know if that means anything to anybody out there. Maybe I'm just preaching to me, I don't know. But have a great day, people. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye now.